Good morning, everyone. My name is Volatility, popularly known as Banks, and I'm also the lead analyst for Good News and also the founder. So today we're going to be having a very important conversation, marking out entries and all of that. So firstly, we took gold buys earlier, like I think on Monday or so. We're able to buy a good amount of profit. Yesterday, on Tuesday, we also did good number on XUSD for the sales. We also took like another sell entry on gold, like around here yesterday. We took another sell entry all the way down, and then we're able to make decent amount of profits, right? So between Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and we've been able to bag like a good number from gold buys and mostly the sell opportunities. So right now, what I can basically see is more of looking for like a continuation pattern of what market has to offer us before we then determine what next to do. So firstly, if we put this on the 45 minutes time frame, you'd clearly see that on the 45, firstly, so you'd see that on the 45 minutes, firstly, we have the buy opportunities that we're able to take like earlier. Then scaling, we had market obviously push down price here. And then there is this zone, like an internal low that market broke, then created a form of retest into that area again. Then we're able to get the concentration on the sales. Then we have these buys that happen due to fundamental news release. And then, obviously we're able to take the sales again. So I called the sales in the signal yesterday for the last time, and we did about 200 pips on this particular dump. So right now we're to mark another POI that gives us sort of like a continuation pattern from the ones that we're able to take earlier. As you guys already know, we keep it simple. So for that, what we will then do now would be take this up. So for me, I have two biases. So my first bias is gold buys at this zone, right? So that's like my first trade. My first trade setup is gold buys at this particular area that we have here. So I'm expecting market to sort of like push up price here, right? So if you look at this closely, you see a case scenario like this. Say something of this sort. Market's already pushing down price here. So I'm expecting it to push up price all the way to this place. Or so I'm expecting good buys at that area, or we have something like this happen. Something where market continues to push down price. Then breaks, taps here, and then continue to crash. So for me, gold buys has been marked out as a possible POI. But then if we have a break below this stop loss region, we should just know that we're going to be expecting the continuation we should just know that we're going to be expecting the continuation of the sales, pretty much. So I'm going to be expecting the continuation of the sales. So XUSD buy POI, pretty much. So we're expecting a continuation of the sales once market, gives us if there's a break below that area, then we know that we can look at possible buy trades. Keeping it simple. Now, the next thing I'll be looking at is USD card. Let's put this on 4-hour time frame. So firstly, on UCAD, we have market sell opportunity that we initially marked out, and it pushed down price and give us good profits. So for me, I think UCAD gave us about 50 something pips in profits. first. So fingers crossed on that, and let's see how it goes. Next thing will be GBP JPY. So as you guys can see, GBP JPY is currently. I told you guys that GBP JPY buys. As you guys can see, it did about 100 pips in profit for GBP JPY. Currently still pushing up price. So we had GJ buys, and that was like our bias and our speculation for GG. And it was, if you check it, you see it like it was something that we did openly. So let's look at Euro USD. So for Euro USD, I can't really see anything yet, except maybe a case scenario where if market should break past this region properly, we can have a continuation of the sales. Then the last pair that I'll be looking at for this is, let's check GBP USD. What do we have on GU? Now for GU, we marked out this area basically for GBP USD, expecting sell POI, which is exactly what happened. We marked out GBP USD sales at this particular area. All right, I think I marked that out on Tuesday. So if you go ahead and go and watch our Tuesday session, this was marked out on Tuesday, where we predicted that GBP USD will continue the downtrend at this zone. So I said that I marked out this area here. I expected market to push down, and that's exactly what it did. So right now, um, if we go clearly, we'll see that for GU, we'll be expecting something where market creates a continuation of the downtrend. All right, so we can sort of expect more push to the downside for GBP USD. Now I'm going to stop sharing and I'll show you guys the charts that we have for um synthetics. All right, I hope you guys can see my screen. So for volatility 10-1S, I personally we've been taking the sales in the dairy signal room for the past 1 week. Basically, we marked out this initial. So for me, I'm expecting a continuation of the downtrend. I'm expecting a continuation of the downtrend for 10-1S. Although the signals will be sent. If you are the signal, you really don't need to bother yourself about stressing. So now for 10 index, this POI is still being marked, which means that we're still expecting markets to push up price. We're still expecting market to push up price slowly into this particular area so that we can get a continuation of the downtrend for the sales. Second to the last pair is 25-1S. For 25-1S, as you guys can clearly see here, I'm still banking on the buys, but I want market to push down price further into like this area. So pushing price further into like this area, then we can now get like a continuation of the buy pattern. So volatility 10-1S sell opportunity, volatility 10 index sell POI marked, 25-1S also buy opportunities. Then the next one we'll be looking at would be 25 index. Now for 25 index, if I'm being honest, I see sell opportunities above. It's just a question of how long would it take for markets to map price into like this region. The market mark price here and then automatically they expect something like this. And that's like a visible POI I can get for 25 index. And that pretty much brings us to the end of the analysis for today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. But anyways, this is an avenue for you to always be open to learning. Like I say every time I preach, please be open to learning, be open to taking risks, take calculated ones, and understand the fact that a 0.01 will not necessarily change your life, but it will keep you going, right? But then you need life transforming event, which means you have to be audacious, take calculated risks, and be open to seeing a different perspective of life. I need you to be able to, understand that trading can get you liberated, but it can only do that when you yourself you're willing to be liberated and acknowledge where you are part time. If you start learning to acknowledge where you are part time, It helps you grow and scale. So once you know where you are per time, it gives you the ability and the mental capacity to think of solutions that can help you to scale further and grow, right? And I appreciate you guys. I'll see you guys um um tomorrow. So if you want to access the signal and you're not there already, send a message to myself on Telegram at Toyosi Banks. I'll respond to you as soon as I can. Bye for now, guys, and enjoy the rest of your week.